All right, so today we are continuing with our mind education series on this very mind awakening TV. Um, how many of us have been hurt by someone before? And how many of us have felt, undermined by another person or felt unappreciated by even what we do? And if you're watching me and listening to me, I believe you can relate to what I am talking about. It happens in the family, it happens at the workplace, it happens between friends in so many settings. And today I would like to be talking about why these things actually do occur. That you feel unappreciated, you feel hurt by someone, and why you feel these things. And so I'm going to be talking about wounds of the heart today, and I believe that it's going to be insightful and it's going to give us a whole lot of perspective. Okay, and so I would like to share um, some slides with us so we can better appreciate. Okay, so. I will be talking about wounds of the heart and finding happiness. Okay. Okay, so wounds of the heart and then social problems. We want to be looking at the cause of the disease of the heart. Okay. So the definition for disease of the heart. All right, so first of all, we look at the disease of the body. Okay, so the term disease broadly refers to any condition that impairs normal function and is therefore associated with dysfunction of normal homeostasis. Okay, that's the definition for disease of the body. Now, when it comes to the disease of the heart, it is a condition where abnormality occurs in a person's heart that impairs normal thinking and interaction with others. So basically, we are saying that when it comes to the disease of the body, okay, it impairs normal function. In other words, your body is unable to function as it used to or as it must, all right? But in case of the heart, it's your thinking process and your interaction with others that is impaired, all right? It's your interaction with others. Now, when it comes to physical illness, it has its own causes. And also, the illness of the heart is also caused by superficial and fundamental causes. In other words, we have what is seen outwardly and then what actually occurs inwardly. Okay, what is seen outwardly, what occurs inwardly. Now, there are three main causes of wounds of the heart. When somebody says, I'm hurt, somebody feels, unappreciated. There are three main causes. So, disagreement of opinion, we have rejection by others, criticism of others, or what we refer to as betrayal. All right. So these things actually cause wounds of the heart. Okay. Actually cause wounds of the heart. Now, let's look at the disease of the heart or wounds of the heart, the superficial cause, okay? The outward reasons for these things occurring, the outward reasons. So mainly it's from one's words and actions. Okay, words and actions that we feel go against us. So blame, when somebody blames us, when somebody complains against us, all right. These things, they create wounds of the heart, and they can also create or form later form diseases of the heart like depression and the rest, and then it can even lead to suicide. Okay, it can even lead to suicide. So it isn't that simple as we would want to think. It can lead to many other things like, yeah, wounds of the heart and even suicide. So it's what happens when you feel that you are spoken against, okay, or you are blamed, okay, people close their hearts, and then conversation is cut between others, and then they become isolated. Okay, they close their hearts, they don't conversate with others, and then they become isolated. All right. Now, so those are the superficial reasons. Those are the outward reasons, okay, that we can ascribe or we can give to wounds of the heart, right? But what are the fundamental causes? What are the real reasons for wounds of the heart, right? Now, the fundamental cause is because your heart is weak. It's because your heart is weak. Now, take for example, when you hit a tofu, okay, it's definitely going to crack or break, right? It breaks because it's weak, but it does not happen when you hit a brick. When you hit a brick, it does not break because it is strong. So it isn't the impact. It's not the impact that makes it break, but its strength or weakness, that makes it to break. Okay, so it's not the impact, but it is the strength or weakness of your heart that makes you get hurt. The strength or weakness of your heart that makes you get hurt. So the same way, okay, when we come to the main cause or the main reason, or how does this occur? How does this actually occur, such that one is able to get a strong heart or a weak heart? How does it occur? Now, this occurs from continuously avoiding difficulties and challenges. That's where it's from. Continuously avoiding difficulties and challenges, burdens. Okay, so the reason why the heart of youth today become weak is because their parents had devoted themselves in taking care of their children instead of letting them experience difficulties. Now, you see, there's one main problem or one main mistake that parents make today, and that is, I suffered in life, so I'm going to make sure my kids do not go through any difficulty. Now, the reason why you are very mature today, and the reason why you think the way you do, and the reason why you are resilient today is because of the challenges you went through. The challenges built you up. But here you are, depriving your kids of that valuable experience, not making them also do or make their own mistakes and learn from them, but you want to virtually do everything for them so that they do not meet challenges. You may think it's such a good thing, but it's not. So avoiding continuously, having an avoiding mindset from challenges and difficulties creates weak bites. So if one avoids difficulty and challenges from childhood, the heart weakens, and hence they get hurt easily, leading to the path of unhappiness. Okay. Now, so the mind. So when we talk about change of heart, okay, when we talk about change of heart, it is a mind that must overcome difficulties and challenges. A mind that must overcome, right? Because a mind that avoids the difficulties, avoids the challenges, will definitely grow into a weak mind, right? So when we say a change of, if you want to change your life, first you must change your heart by meeting, not avoiding, but deciding to meet the challenges, the difficulties, because that is going to build your mindset into a stronger one. All right. That's going to build your mindset into a stronger one. Now, difficulties are necessary step to success and happiness. They are a necessary step to success and happiness. Now, the butterfly, is first a cocoon, right? But it must flip out of the cocoon by itself. Because if you help it come out, you have actually reduced the lifespan of the butterfly. Because when they struggle to come out, they build their wing muscles. They actually build strength in their wings because they would need that to fly around. But if you say, oh, I see the butterfly struggling, and so I want to help it out of the cocoon, you have just reduced its lifespan. You have weakened it because you've ridden it of necessary processes that must build the wings, the strength, and the muscles. You've been able to rid it of that. And so it's unable to be strong as it must be, and it's unable to be effective as it must be. As it must be. There is, you know, so many people do not really understand why they easily get hurt, why they easily get wounded in their hearts. Okay. They think because the other person did not talk to me well, they think because, I'm not much appreciated, but the fundamental reason is your heart is weak. Your heart is weak. And the reason why your heart becomes weak is that for a long time, you've lived avoiding difficulties and challenges. For a long time, you've lived avoiding difficulties and challenges. Now, when you see a beautiful flower, sunflower, whatever flower it is, a beautiful flower, you should know it is not your eyes that see the beauty. It is actually your brain that interprets what you see. It is your brain that interprets what you see. The same way, it is not your situation that makes that your situation or the problem that makes you fall in despair, but rather it is how your heart feels about the problem. So you are in despair. It is how your heart feels about the problem. It has never been the situation. It has never been because of the challenge. That is why you are in difficulty. No, it is how your heart feels, how you interpret it to be. Now, let me tell you this. There is a story of Abraham Lincoln, who used to be the president of the United States. Okay. Now, his father was a cobbler, or what we will call a shoemaker, right? And then when he finally became president of the United States of America, one very rich man tried to undermine him, tried to make fun of him. And so he raised his hand and said, Mr. Lincoln, I hope you never forget that your father was a shoemaker who used to make shoes for my family. And so the whole room burst into laughter, and he thought he had made a fool out of Abraham Lincoln. And Lincoln responded by saying, oh, yes, I remember that my father was a shoemaker. And in fact, he made shoes for your family, and not only yours, but maybe several families here. But you know what? My father made shoes the way no one else ever made them. He made shoes the way no one else ever made them, and I am proud of him. Do you have any complaints about the shoes he made? Because if you do, then I could replace them for you, because I am also a shoemaker. I'm so proud of my father because no one could ever follow the way he made shoes. He made them in such a unique and special fashion. And the whole room went dead silence, because they never expected that kind of response, from Mr. Lincoln. And what is the moral of the story? It is not what people say to you that comes to hurt you. It is your response that hurts you. How you respond about it, that makes you hurt or makes you strong. How you respond about it. Mind you, when a ship sinks, it is not the quantity of water around it that made it sink. It is the quantity of water that entered it that makes it to sink. So it is what you allow in, that comes to hurt you. It has never been what people said, but what you absorb, what you allow in, that actually comes to hurt you. So today, get to know the fundamental reason of why you get hurt easily, of why you get wounds in your heart, why you easily complain about how others treat you. It has never been because of others, but it is because of your wicked mindset. And that is, that occurs because for a long time you've avoided challenges. We build muscles when we exercise, and the heart muscles are challenges. are difficulties. The more we face them, the more stronger they become. The more we avoid them, the more wicked, we become. So let us go out there from today, meet the challenges. Whatever you feel burdensome to do, try doing them. When food is before you, eat the ones that you feel difficult about, eat the ones that you don't really like. Get to meet the challenges first, overcome them first, and then you will see one by one how these mountains become flat land before you, how you are able to overcome them and strengthen, your mindset. I always tell young people, if public speaking is difficult for you, begin trying it out. Begin trying it and try from your immediate environment. Try from your class, try from your family. Start from somewhere small whilst thinking big. Okay. And when you begin to overcome those challenges little by little, you will see your mind becoming stronger and stronger. And the things that used to hurt you, the things that used to, make you down, the things that used to sort of undermine you, that makes you feel nothing, those things will not become a challenge anymore. Let us go out there, overcome challenges, deal with the difficulties, and become stronger and stronger people that can change, our lives, our families, and our communities. Thank you very much. I would like to end here.